Welcome into another thrift with me. We're of course looking for jewelry at Goodwill.
Start with the jewelry jars. The jewelry.
Start. Oh, it's going to be a lot for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you for asking.
So I guess some are bigger than others. I can tell by just the weight. I don't know. We received them.
Sometimes they say
We received them like this. I know.
jewelry making.
Wow, it was an incredible day today at the jewelry counter at the Goodwill. I walked in at the most opportune time. It must have been 2:30 in the afternoon. I was on a quick jaunt during lunch. I have a very late lunch and I thought I'd pop in. I found 5 jewelry bags or jewelry jars. I use the term interchangeably, of course, here. But not only that, he told me they were made and delivered that way. And he said they had a truckload, well, not a truckload, but a lot of jewelry delivered that day. And I could tell. I ran into some incredible pieces. There were names I never heard of. There were wonderful household names like Monet, Kendra Scott, etc. High-end designer names, wonderful vintage grails as well. So let's take a look at all that we saw that day. It was amazing. Never seen anything like this particular piece. It is truly a chest plate. This says piece. It is hinged together on the side with a wonderfully embellished safety pin, kind of a rhinestone. It was incredible. This is a fabulous piece here as well. I did not take this one. I kind of regret it. It was a very well made curb, heavy, wonderful piece. So many pieces to look at, so many things to do. In this counter, I didn't even have time to look at every single piece. I looked at the necklaces, I looked at the brooch box and another box, and then I had to leave the bangles and other things behind because, again, I was only on a lunch hour. But I did make a wonderful haul, and please stay tuned for that coming up in another video. If you're enjoying the video so far, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Share the video wherever you can, and thank you so much for watching. Again, so many incredible pieces. This fantastic brooch really took my breath away. I didn't find a maker on it, but the pearls were beautiful. The rhinestones were so sparkly and intact. I found several I absolutely fell in love with. Of course, that carousel horse, could not resist that. I do believe I picked that up. I almost forget everything that I pick up because I do frequent the Goodwill pretty often. Of course, cats. I cannot resist a cat, and I always pick one or two up. But I make so many frequent trips to the Goodwill that I often forget what I picked up or left behind. So be sure and subscribe today so that you can see what I bring in the haul. I'll bring that in a separate video. This was fantastic as well. It had kind of a knight on there and very well made. Really wonderful brooch pieces. You just have to keep looking pretty thoroughly because they bring in fresh merchandise pretty regularly at this thrift store. Again, this is Houston. I live in a huge metropolis, and I can't even count how many Goodwills I have. I have at least 5 on the way home from work, so I frequent them all, and tons and tons of jewelry to look through. Now, usually it's interesting because usually the pink tags signify a boutique piece, and often they don't put those on sale if they have a color tag. So I did find a couple of pretty things here. I love those pearl hoops, but most of it looked pretty much like mall jewelry. I found a couple of vintage pieces in there, but not as much as I thought. And again, Goodwills are pretty independent here in Houston. Some of them do the pink tags as boutique, some of them not so much, so I'm just not sure. I just go and check it out. Those were wonderful shoe clips, and the prices can vary as well. The necklaces were about $9. Brooches, I believe, were $3.99 or $4, and then otherwise priced individually. I love this piece. This is a vintage piece. Those were glass drops. There was just so much jewelry to look through. I was going to go later that evening, but I don't think I was able to. But again, I do frequent them at least 2 or 3 times a week. So don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell for all videos. And remember, your subscription is always free. I hope to see you very, very soon on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to